Hello, welcome back, guys. We are back with a brand new chapter of our novel Obsession, chapter number 11. Let's begin. I'm the leader of two most powerful mafias in the world. Being the boss of both the Italian and American mafia, I have far more enemies than aliens. Many people are out there thirsty for my blood and lusting after my throne. But not for a single second of my life have I worried about them. I didn't find those idiots important enough to waste my time worrying about them and the precious moments of my life. But here I am, worried about my wife who has been missing for the past hour and a half. This woman of mine is going to give me white hairs before I even reach the age of getting any. I was in a meeting, a peace meeting between my mafia and another small gang, to be precise, when I got a call from my little my little sister. And when I heard what she said, I had the urge to strangle something with my bare hands. And I threw the gift that one of my fellow mafia leaders had brought as a token of gratitude before storming out of my office to drive toward the boutique where my sister and wife had gone. I covered the 39-minute drive in 8 minutes because I was desperate to find my wife. Nevertheless, no one questioned my actions. I was passive toward the government and authorities unless they interfere with me. Upon entering the boutique, I saw a bunch of idiots who were also my men. After sending Lena safely home, I checked the surveillance footage which showed me how effortlessly my wife had passed in front of my men without giving them a moment to doubt her. I knew she had tried to escape from me. I didn't care unless she landed herself in a trouble or someone dared to touch a single hair on her body. I drove through the roads of the streets like a madman until one of my men informed me about her location by tracing the tracker I put on her ring. I loved her and her privacy, but I'm not a fool to let her roam around when I had bloodthirsty enemies waiting to attack me. I parked the car before getting out of it and walking through the dark alley with as much speed as I could, with my heart running a marathon of its own. I felt desperate to see her and held her in my arms. With each passing seconds, that desperation only increased. By my entire men, including father and Damien, along with all the armed forces in NYC, were searching for her. Where are you, baby? I sighed as I couldn't find her. But then I heard the sound of someone talking. There were two drunken men talking with each other. I was about to go from there, ignoring them, when I heard what they were talking about, or should I say, whom they were talking about. She was a sexy woman. I thought I could have her for the entire night. The first man said while lust tripping from his tone. We just missed having the chance to share a beautiful woman. Shit. I'm going to come just by thinking how hot and sexy she looked in that red dress. The second man said, and I fisted my hand on my gun. If these fuckers were talking about my baby, then the next second they can kiss the earth goodbye. She looked not from here. I like the look on her eyes fair. I bet she must be submissive in bed. The first man said, and I was sure that they were talking about my darling. Anger clouded my mind and eyes as I strode towards them. As soon as they noticed me, I saw their demeanor changing from drunk to fear. Of course, everyone here knows who Lucas Ashwin is and what he can do. Fisting the collar of the first man who has talked more shits about my wife, I placed my gun on his forehead. right between his eyes. Now tell me, where is she? I asked. I felt him trembling under my gun. Fucking idiots. I saw the second man trying to run away from me, but the fucker doesn't know one cannot run away from his doom. I aimed my gun at his leg and shot on his right thigh, making him fall in his face as an agonizing cry. Why can't he bear this little pain? I turned towards a man who was about to die from fear. Where is she? I roared at him, and he pointed towards the middle way in the many ways of the alley. Giving him a punch, enough to make him unconscious, I ran towards the narrow pathway. I ran until I reached the end of the alley but didn't find my wife. Fear crept inside me, feeling like someone had stabbed me with an iron knife. Just as I was about to turn around to look elsewhere, I heard a sound, heavy panting. I moved toward the large waste basket at the end of the alley where stray dogs and cats came to eat. As I approached the basket, I saw her. I saw my life curled into a ball with her knees to her chest, tears streaming down her cheeks. Her hands cupped her mouth to muffle her cries, and her eyes were closed in fear. Her hands and face had little scratches on them. I felt like someone had sucked the breath out of me for a moment before I started to breathe normally in relief. Baby, I called to her, and as though hearing my voice, she opened her eyes. Her beautiful eyes met mine, and I thanked all the goodness in the world for keeping her safe. The look I found in them made my heart flutter. Kneeling before her, I checked her properly for any injuries but found none, except the scratches. Those bastards will have a slow death, which I'll personally grant them. Making sure she wasn't seriously injured, I asked, "Are you okay, darling?" My voice was softer, a tone reserved only for her. A sob escaped her mouth at my question, and I controlled my urge to kill someone for making her feel this way. Shaking her head no, she launched herself at me, causing me to lose my balance for a moment before I regained it and hugged her close to my heart. I held her tightly, reassuring myself that she was safe as she sobbed in my arms. I listened to her, reassuring myself that she was safe as she sobbed in my arms. I listened to her cries as I stroked her long hair. Then she went silent. I felt her body go limp in my arms. Darling, I called. No response. Eva! I called again as I tried to look at her and found her unconscious. Fuck, 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 fuck. I let out a series of curses before picking her up in my arms and running towards my car. Don't let me die this early, darling, I whispered as I placed her on the passenger seat before taking off my jacket and covering her cold body. I went and sat in the driving seat before starting to drive towards home. I dialed Damien's number, who picked it the first ring. Did you find her? I heard him asking. See, I said. I want Michael inside my room in the next 5 minutes. I ordered as I broke all the traffic rules to reach our mansion. After reaching, and I went out hurriedly and picked her up in my arms before running up the stairs. I found all my family worriedly pacing inside the room. Lucas, Causie's successor? I heard Mama asking, but ignoring her, I went towards the elevator and entered inside before pressing my floor number. Lucas, what happened? I entered to our room before placing her on the bed and covering her with a dude. My anger raised as I didn't find Michael there. But to his luck, he entered the room the next second with his medical kit. Without asking anything, he started checking her. She has a fever, maybe because of the trauma. Nothing to worry about. I'll give an injection. Let her sleep for a while, he said and sighed in relief. Make it less painful, I ordered as I saw him taking out an injection from his bag. He gave me a disbelieving look before slowly injecting the sedative. She wiggled in her sleep. Nothing to worry, baby, I whispered slowly, patting her head. Should I clean the scratches or would you do it? Michael asked, knowing my nature very well. I'll do it, I said, making him roll his eyes at me. Fucker is alive only because he is my only friend and because my sister is madly in love with him. I was about to get up but stopped as I felt my wife tightening her hold on my arms. She grabbed my hands as Michael injected her, and I was not going to let it go. Not now, not ever. You do it, I said, to which he again rolled his eyes before cleaning the wounds. All the while, I didn't miss the two pairs of worried souls and two pairs of curious souls who barged into my room and were now standing at a corner. After cleaning the wounds, Michael closed his bag and Mama and Angelina started bombarding me with their questions. How is she? Is she okay? What happened? Say something, idiot. Can you guys please slow down your voice for a moment? She's sleeping, I whispered, making them stop. She's okay now. Nothing to worry about, just a little fever, I said, making them visibly relax. Mama, can you change her dress into something comfortable? I asked, to which my mother smiled. See, she said, I'll bring her some dresses she has selected, Lena said before went out of the room. Pa and Damien left after nodding at me. They have to manage the government. Angelina came back after some time and asked me to leave the room. I reluctantly left my hands from her firm grip and waited outside the room. After about 10 minutes, Lena came outside and informed me that I could go inside. I entered and saw Mama placing a kiss on my wife's forehead before covering her properly. Good night, my son, Mama said while kissing my forehead. Good night, Mama, I replied, kissing her cheeks. I closed the door as everyone went out and went towards the bed where my wife was sleeping peacefully. I took a seat beside her and took her hand inside mine, which she curled around immediately. All the past night I have witnessed her sleeping in the room when she thought I wasn't present here. How can I make her understand that without seeing her, I don't feel like starting my day and ending it? She looked like a baby while sleeping, without the care in the world. I want her to be with me like this. But with what I have done, I don't think it's possible now. We have a long way to get there. I'm willing to take as many efforts to get there. But because she is the purpose of my life. Without her, I'm as good as dead. Away from the chaos of the city stood a house right in the middle of the forest. It was a modern two-story house, but hard to notice from the outside because of the trees and the forest that hid the house. On the balcony of the house stood a woman who looked to be in her early 20s. She was wearing a dark blue silk nightgown that reached her mid thigh, leaving her long, milky white legs bare. She wrapped her arms around herself as the cool wind hit her. Her red hair flowed in the wind, with small tendrils falling on her face. She bit her pink, plump lips as she gazed at the moon with anticipation evident on her face. She stood there impatiently waiting for her lover. Alexa, play Sajani Ray from LL. After about 10 minutes, she heard the door to the room opening, and a beautiful smile came to her face as she sensed her lover's arrival. A muscular man wearing black pants and a brown leather jacket with a white shirt underneath entered the room, his muscles straining against the tight clothes. He searched for his woman in the room, and upon not finding her, the usual frown returned to his face. But then he noticed the petite figure standing on the balcony, and a soft smile reserved only for her and his family appeared. His green eyes glinted with the love he had for the woman. The happiness of seeing her after an agonizing 2 months filled her as he advanced toward her, fast and desperate. As soon as he reached her, he wrapped his arms around her from behind and placed a kiss on her bare shoulder. The girl took a deep breath at this touch, a shiver running down her body. Won't you look at me, my love? The man softly asked, making her turn toward him. His green eyes met her brown ones, and they got lost in the moment, filling each other with their presence. A lone tear escaped her eyes at their reunion, which he wiped away with the bare of his thumb. I missed you, the girl said in her soft voice. I missed you too, my moonlight, the man whispered back, making her smile at his nickname for her. They both looked at each other longingly. Without wasting another moment, he captured her mouth in his and kissed her with all the love he had for her. The girl responded with the same amount of love. A gasp left her mouth as he picked her up by her waist and walked back toward the bed. He slowly put her down, breaking the kiss, and hovered over her. Their eyes never left each other, the desire and need to claim each other evident in their cases. She slowly took off his jacket and shooed away, and soon all their clothes joined it on the ground. The room filled with their moans and grunts as they showed how much they had missed each other. After several long, passionate rounds of lovemaking, they finally lay in each other's arms. The sun was about to rise, anticipating their separation, which they both hated. The sun is about to come, the girl said, making the man tighten his hold on her. Their naked bodies were tangled together. He wasn't ready to let her go yet. Do we have to be like this forever? The girl asked with a hint of sadness in her voice, tired of the world that always separated them, not letting them stay in each other's embrace. No, my moonlight, we will have a normal life like everyone else, the man whispered in her ear, slowly nibbling it. Will your family let that happen? Will your brother let that happen, knowing that I am the daughter of their biggest enemy? Will they ever accept me as yours, Damien? The woman asked as tears streamed from her eyes. Don't cry, my moonlight. I'm ready to fight against the world for you, my Tabitha. I'm going to fight against each and every person for you, my love, he said, easing her pain a little. How is that? Your brother won't let that happen. She bared her fears in front of him. The devil is changing, my love. Even if he won't, I'm ready to fight with him for you, Damien said. Looking into her eyes, the sincerity in them made her heart melt with love. I love you, my savior, Tabitha said, looking at him. I love you, my moonlight, Damien whispered back before capturing her lips in a passionate kiss. And the night again witnessed the forbidden love story of two individuals who loved each other with every fiber of their being. He was Damian Ashwin, the brother and the second in command of the Italian mafia leader, and she was Tabitha Volkov, the daughter of the Russian mafia leader Nikolai Volkov. So here a chapter number 11 ends, and we will meet tomorrow again with a new chapter. Till then, like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.